This is Speaking Volumes with Cher and Scary.
And it's episode 81 of Speaking... And Portia! And it's Speaking Volumes, the podcast with Portia, Cher and Scary. How's that?
She gets first title now.
Look at that.
Wow.
Or we could have done Portia Presents Speaking Volumes.
Ooh, what do you think of that? You like that?
We could give
Presents.
we give you your own production company.
It's almost like she's got her separate title bill. I mean, that's a big deal. I mean,
that's
right?
huge.
Yeah, she had a front credit, and now she's got her own title credit.
Right. The closer to the beginning that they put a person's name, the bigger the star they are.
I have golden earrings.
You have, you want to show
Wow,
them?
you're going right to the meat of it, huh? We're not even going to warm ourselves up today. We're going right in. Oh, those are beautiful. Beautiful
let me
earrings.
tell you, I know all about credits because it means a big deal in our business, right, Scary?
Yes.
Big deal. I am third in this next movie.
Yeah, number 3. So what
Number
happens?
3.
Well, what are you showing us, Portia? What do you got?
My amulet.
Her amulet, but I like the way she says it better. Go ahead, say it again.
My amulet.
Okay, and what does that represent?
What does it represent?
Sophia.
Now, wait a second, Portia. Since Scary
Let
came
it go.
to your...
Let it go.
Oh.
I don't have. No.
I love this.
She's very into Frozen now. Look at that.
She's becoming more and more animated every time.
I'm the queen.
This is something else.
Oh yeah. She's very into Frozen right now. But the amulet is Princess Sophia, and Scary got a crown. Portia, do you remember watching that video where Uncle Scary got a cape and a crown? And we were like, oh my God, Uncle Scary, this amulet is from when you went to your first princess party at Portia's house for her 4th birthday.
Right.
And now you were crowned.
I was crowned King of New York. Now, I don't know what I did to deserve this title.
How'd you get this? Can we talk about this?
Well, yeah, I can real quick. I mean, I was honored recently. A company called Schnepp's Media. They own a bunch of newspapers. If you live in the tri-state area of New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, chances are you have a hometown paper, like a community paper that's a little bit smaller than the Post and the Times and the Daily News. Basically, this Schnepp's Media owns all those newspapers. And
that is so interesting.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah. So they own all these newspapers, and they just decided that I was going to be the recipient of the Kings of New York Social and Community something award. I don't know, a social impact.
He's a king. Wait a second. Uncle Scary's a king?
King of the world.
King of the world.
King of the world.
I like that better. King of the world.
That's like Titanic, right?
That's kind of like Titanic. I mean, look
Kinda
at you. You're just like Leo.
Yeah, just like Leo. I look just spitting image of Leo.
Just put your mask on and keep your hat down low, because apparently that's how he gets photographed.
Yeah. So I won this award. It was really nice. I got a huge ceremony, and I appreciate it. And thank you so much. So I posted the video online.
We love that. We were very proud of Uncle Scary.
Thank you.
But I want you to know, do you remember what you said when you saw it? Portia looks at the video and goes, "Is that Uncle Scary?"
Yeah.
Oh my God. And it wasn't an OMG. It was a full oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're proud of you, Scary. You deserve it, actually. You really do.
Thank you so much.
You should not be so modest. You work your butt off. I am very proud of you always.
I appreciate you. Appreciate both of you. So
I am very proud of you. I'm glad you shared that with everyone. If you haven't had a chance to see this awesome crowning and this, this veiling of Scary, not unveiling, but veiling of Scary, you should really check out his Instagram, because you will really love to see this dance.
I got a new Barbie house.
we're playing Top That with Portia. Where I got it crowned a king, and now she got a new Barbie house, so she's trying to say that that's better than what happened to me.
Do you think yours is better than his?
Tell me about your new Barbie house.
So the toilet has a little noise.
The toilet has a noise? Go ahead, tell him some more. Your toilet.
Does the toilet go... Is that the noise the toilet
And it
makes?
goes flash.
Like that flush.
It
That's
goes
great.
Flash, flash,
And what else? What else do you have? You have working music in the Barbie house. Barbie house has disco lights. It's a party house. So it has disco
Yep.
lights and working music.
Let it go. Let it go.
Oh boy, Scary, you have no idea. Do you know what we have now in our house?
No.
We have a time of the night when Portia goes in front of the TV, okay? It's like a 70-inch TV on the wall. And Portia will literally plaster herself right in front of where the TV's above her. And she will turn her iPad on extra loud. And she goes like this. Her hand comes up. And the next thing you know, she puts on one of her Disney princess songs. And she does an entire performance. And the whole world stops.
Wow.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. In fact, I have quite the videos on this. I'm going to have to post one of them. And she's even putting on her outfits now. So one of the things that she was showing you was this. Do you see these little earrings in her ears?
These are stickies.
So these are what you call stickies because she wasn't ready to get her ears pierced yet, but she wanted to see what it would be like to have earrings. So the jeweler gave her diamond stickies so she could see what she would look like.
How beautiful.
It itches. Yeah,
You like it. It's a preview. It's a preview for the future.
Yeah, because I'm
So.
not, I don't know, you know, Scary, I know you don't have kids, but I'll share something with you. I found out.
Looks like I'm the queen.
You
Oh
are
my
the-
God. She's a...
Oh,
I don't know, Cher. I think she's headed for Broadway, this one here. I really do.
like I'm
Yeah.
Is this what she does all day?
All day.
So I think maybe there's a future there.
Yeah, there's something going on, I'll tell you that much.
She could
There's
raise the
definitely
bar on Broadway with her
something.
singing.
She's definitely my little actress, that's for sure. But I'll tell you something. There's like a whole thing about when you're supposed to get ears pierced because, you know, at this age, she would know and feel the pain.
Right.
So I don't know if any moms want to give me advice if they waited like I did because I was not ready to do it when she was a little
Right.
baby. And they say if you don't do it when she's a baby, you got to wait. And I didn't get mine done until I was like a teenager, I think. So
Yeah, what's
it's
the right
kind of-
age to
What's the
pierce
right
someone's
age?
ears?
I don't know because I wasn't really I wasn't into her having her ears
Okay,
pierced when
but
she was,
interesting
you know,
me.
3 months old.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
I don't know if I lost it. Oh, look what she found for you.
What's this? Oh, was this her birthday?
No, this is a different dress. This is Elsa dress.
Okay.
Can you see this?
Yeah, I could see it. Yeah, it's beautiful.
This
That is gorgeous.
This is Portia performing Elsa for us.
She's in a Frozen kind of mood.
Oh, she is. Oh, Scary. If she keeps this up, my house is going to become an ice castle next year. You thought this year was a lot. Wait till next year.
Wow. Awesome. Well, that's great.
All right, so what do you think, Porsche?
You will come in the Elsa dress.
Oh, she wants you to come in an Elsa dress, Uncle Scary.
Fair enough. I'll do it
There
all
any
for you,
chance-
Portia.
Ooh, but you know what? He's got a crown, so this might work. Maybe he
Can I bring my crown, the Elsa dress? And I'll even wear heels for you. How about that?
So cute.
But I don't have heels for my Elsa dress.
She doesn't have heels yet. So
Okay. Well, we got to
gotta
work
get-
on those.
we're going to have
So-
to get heels.
Oh, wait. Look what time it is.
Oh.
It's time for What's on Your Mind.
So Scary, what is on your mind?
What is on my mind?
Cinco de Mayo?
No, my trip. I just got back from an awesome trip.
I can't believe we didn't talk about this.
I know, it's crazy.
That's why we didn't record.
Yeah, I was away. I went to Lisbon and I went to Paris. And it was great.
Was it big?
It was a huge,
Big, yeah, it was a big trip.
huge city. And I have to say, I'm sorry it took me that.
Wait, listen, Uncle Scary. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry it took me this long to visit because, I was just so used to doing the same things, going to the same places. And here I am in a new universe, a new world. And I'm like, there's so much to explore. I feel like I want to go back. And I feel like, I don't know, I kind of wasted a lot of time in life doing frivolous vacations. So,
You brought this up a couple of weeks ago that
Yeah.
you really were proud of
Right.
yourself that you're starting to explore like
Yeah.
Europe and get out of your shell of like Jersey and local
Yeah.
places. And I love that because I'm all about adventure. But I've never been to Lisbon. Tell me one amazing thing about Lisbon, because Paris, I have stories for you that you and I could compare some cool notes.
We could do a podcast just on that.
We could do it, yeah, because it was before my life with Scott and Portia, and I would love to go back now.
Lisbon, I'm going to say cobblestones. I'm going to say it's the old town, old city, ancient city that you didn't know you needed to see.
Want to watch your podcast?
You know, they had an earthquake in 1755. And other than that, which destroyed some of the place, they don't have a whole lot of ruin there. There's a lot of old structures that are still standing from the 1400s and 1200s and 1300s and old buildings. And the people are super friendly. Lucky for me, they all learn English in school. So they all understand quite a degree of English, which helped me out because I don't know Portuguese at all. I probably should. Yeah, I probably should be more cultured and pick up a second language, but.
Yeah, but you realize something though with all your travels now. What language would it be? Would it be French, Portuguese? Would it
probably
be
Spanish.
Italian?
I would have the most use for Spanish. Yeah.
Did you take Spanish in school?
I did. I did
high
school Regent Spanish.
Were you good?
Yeah, I was okay. Yeah, no, I did well. I did well in high school Spanish. But all that has fallen out of my brain.
And you really never spoke to people. Of course, you're saying hola.
Hola.
Hola, Portia. You know Spanish too?
Yes.
So.
Do you know that's a big deal now in the schools? They actually, in the preschools, one of the preschools up here actually teaches it like once a week. They'll teach the kids Spanish, and I'm like, wow. I mean, you know what? I think second languages are just one of those things now, Scary, that are much more. I speak a little bit of a couple of different languages, but nothing that would be perfect, Right. And it's just through practice, through travel and meeting people and being in different places. But it's interesting because when I see so many things that she is going to quickly. Languages, the computer only. It's just crazy,
Yeah.
And speaking of the computer, that's going to be our investigates. But, I wanted to ask you about Paris for a second because I loved Paris. When you went, you really did a lot of the things that I was really excited to see through your stories that you did with Robin. And the one thing I was able to do was I got to go into Notre Dame, which was nice.
Yeah.
That's kind of disappointing for everybody in the world that hasn't been there. It sucks, It's so beautiful.
Peppa Pig went to Paris.
Peppa Pig went to Paris.
Okay. So you remember that episode?
And it was a big tower.
In a big tower. Do you know what that big tower was called?
What?
The Eiffel Tower.
Eiffel Tower.
See? She's quite a help as a co-host.
You really are.
She really adds in. I mean,
Eiffel Tower.
Eiffel Tower. And Uncle Scary went up the Eiffel Tower. I wonder if he was there when Peppa Pig was there.
I don't know.
Oh my God.
I think I ordered the Peppa Pig for dinner. It was beautiful. A suckling pig.
Uncle Scary.
I might have eaten Peppa Pig for dinner, Portia.
Do you think he ate Peppa Pig?
I did.
Uncle Scary.
I had a wonderful suckling pig dish. I'm telling you.
I'm not joking either. Portia.
Or was that in Lisbon? I think Lisbon is the suckling pig place.
Yeah,
anyway.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I'm not a big pig eater.
All right. So
You're joking.
what's on your mind? Because I'm scattered, obviously. I mean,
No,
I have a lot more on my mind, but that
I
want
think
you to
you're joking.
Wait a second.
Okay, then.
Are you joking?
Not joking.
I have a.
You're joking.
You're joking.
You're joking.
I don't want her to have nightmares.
No, but really, when it came to Paris, so where do you feel? You realize it was really hard to get through a lot of stuff. It's hard. It's a lot of foot traffic. Like you have a lot of foot.
Yeah.
To get through everything.
I need another
it's a
3
lot of
trips.
travel.
I need another three trips. But then there's so many
However-
places in the cities in the world that I want to see now. Because my eyes have been opened. I'm like, wow, I could have been in 50 other places. So
was
I
there
got a lot of
anything
traveling
that-
to do.
Right, but was there anything in Paris that you really, really recommend
You know
to
what
anyone? Anything
You know what
specific?
shoes I am wearing?
What?
What kind of shoes are you wearing, Portia? Beautiful.
Beautiful.
Okay.
Beautiful.
I can't. You know,
I don't know. I don't have anything for you on that one.
No, because this is what we do. We get dressed in the morning, and it's like a whole fashion thing now.
I see.
No.
So she's got to, we dress alike. We put the boots on, get the hair done. I mean, this is like a whole thing now, Uncle Scary.
Anyway.
All right. Well, I will give you what's on my mind because it affects me and Portia. You ready?
No.
The Writers Guild strike. That was not fun to see happen on Tuesday. It's really unfortunate, but I'm really proud of everybody that's standing up for the rights of the writers, and obviously having Scott as a writer and director, and myself, my career gets affected by it. The shows slow down, things stop. So I'm hoping that everybody comes to a compromise really soon. But honestly, writers do deserve a lot of credit. We wouldn't have anything. Nobody ever recognizes when they talk about things half as much. And I always brought this up, Scary, since I've been with Scott. I said I never really understood that part of the business, and I'm so happy I do now because, I wouldn't have a job if it wasn't for the writers. The writers write my script.
So, there's a bit of a dynamic.
Oh, yeah. And it affects you, too. Like, there's a part of this world that trickles down to you as an entertainer. So, although it might not affect you directly right now, there is a part of this. It really does circle around.
It's, okay, so people that don't understand what's happening, there is a strike going on with writers. But people are like, well, wait, my late night TV show is shut down. What does that have to do? Is like Jimmy Fallon on strike? No.
Right.
There are two separate unions, or three separate unions, right? Or more. There's the people, there's a lot of unions involved in that. There's the people that are on camera on TV that you see. Mm-hmm. Those people are in SAG-AFTRA, which is one of the unions.
My union.
Shares in that. I'm in that for radio. And then there's a lot. Then there's a union for like the camera people. There's like the people that do the lighting, the Directors Guild.
There's all the Writers Guild.
Yes. So the Writers Guild. It's the writers that are going on strike. So technically, they could put these TV shows on the air and still do the shows, but they would have to find non-union writers or people that would want to cross the picket line.
Which is really a no-no.
A no-no. So everybody stands in solidarity, and the entire production closes down as a result of the writers not being there. So that's why these shows are, like Saturday Night Live is not going to be on the air. I mean, they probably could do it with really bad writing, or with writers that are not in the union, but I wouldn't advise that.
Well, no, and also you have to remember something else, though. The crossing the line thing doesn't even cross my mind because as the people that are also affected by this, right? So, I talk to like my manager and she'll explain that, the breakdowns are slow or this is slow or, she's not getting as big of a turnaround for some of her clients right now because her idea is that, as these shows know that the Writers Guild is on strike now, obviously you can't go into production with something new unless the script was already done and it's over. Then you guys will see filming still going on or you'll see a TV show still shooting because that's already been negotiated. So that's a little different.
Sure.
But, for these ongoing shows, there's just so much that's written ahead of time for your TV series, let's just say, okay?
Right.
And a lot of the problems really come from something that I had brought it up once, but it's very different for us now with the streaming. Like, it's great that people are so interested in streaming, but there hasn't been new contracts written that properly represented things, even for actors, but there's been some things worked out for us. But for the writers, they really, they're not taken care of yet. So anyway, that's what's been on my mind because at the end of the day, it's all good and it's great. And I stand behind everyone that is out there picketing and doing their thing. And, more power to everyone for fighting for this, for Scott, for everyone that's involved in the Writers Guild. Mm-hmm. But, it's a scary thing because the last one I think it lasted 100 days.
Yep.
And by that point, it really does impact a lot of things. So, we'll have to see what happens with that. We actually have a movie that's supposed to be going into production soon. So I'll see if that slows down my news of telling you guys about a new movie that was going to get started. But hopefully it doesn't slow it down too much. Hopefully we'll have some new news on the horizon soon.
That's right. Uh-oh. It's time for Speaking Volumes Investigates.
Oh, boy. Well, let me tell you, we were talking about computers. Scary. If I say the words AI, can I just tell you this Speaking Volumes Investigates is going to keep going on, but I have to introduce it. I couldn't wait another week to talk about the investigating that I've done on AI because it's freaking me out. I don't know about you, but let me just say a couple of things about this. Let's use the words threat to humanity, privacy concerns, and I don't know. We were all worried about unemployment when COVID hit. Can you imagine what's going to happen if this whole thing actually takes off? I mean,
it's going to be crazy.
I don't even understand.
Artificial intelligence is going to be one of those. I mean, it already is. It's taking over people. Look, like we just talked about the writer's strike. Some people at some TV show somewhere is experimenting by using one of the chat GPT or one of these artificial intelligence bots to write scripts and pump them out.
So that you know, that's already been discussed. In fact, Scotty and I were watching because look, that's our life, right? Yeah. And you know, Scott writes a lot of big shows, and he was watching a special not too long ago. I think it was one of the CBS morning specials, and I couldn't stop but just like talk to him about it because I said, "Is this really happening? Like, is this gonna happen? Like, is there really a risk that these, you know, this AI can be script writers? Like, what happens to those careers?" So here we are talking about this strike, but their jobs are at actually risk. And you know what I found out so far? So just so you know, there is so far some stuff that's already been determined, and AI already knows how to do. So I'm going to give you a little scoop on that. So as far as what it already knows what to do, it's reading, writing, seeing, hearing and understanding, speaking, smelling, touching, moving, understanding emotion, which is another topic I want to get into, and game playing. So one of the crazy things, and debating. By the way, they're debating. So it's not just black and white. Like, you could spin into it something like, I want a script written that's about terrorism in 1950, and I want it to include a lady and a man in his 90s. That's fine. That'll come out. But it's not just about that. It's about things like, and this is why even Elon Musk is like freaking out, and he's like, I want this stuff to stop. There was a very big dog at Google that quit. Right. I don't know if you know that.
Yeah.
There's a big guy at Google that quit
because
he was like, I want this stopped and nobody's listening to me. Like, this is going to cause a problem. But these are like things like, you know, take you back to like a layman perspective, right? You know how we all go down a rabbit hole when we Google things? Yeah. And some of the stuff is just not accurate. And you're like, I mean, the whole world thinks they're dying when they Google like something that comes up on their skin or something, you know, something stupid. Well, imagine the fact, though, that right now you obviously know that there's still other people to talk to. You go to your doctor then. You might even mention, hey, I Googled this. What do you think? But not everything's right that we Google. So now you're listening to this device who's now spitting out this information, who does have more accuracy than a lot of humans, because there's another side of that says, you know, like a doctor doesn't remember everything. Sometimes the doctor's not accurate. So there's a part of this that shows that is more accurate. But another part that says if it spits out the wrong information, it's not accurate, and people are listening to it, this could turn us into complete chaos.
There's so many layers to this. It can be helpful in certain regards, but this is going to be one of those things where at some point it will be so out of control and it'll be used for malicious things. It's like you got to take the good with the bad, and which is the better? You know, is it? I mean, you can't stop technology. This is a big giant force, and it's already out of control. They're taking Drake songs. They're taking Drake's voice and they're plugging it into other rappers' songs, like Eminem songs, and they're making a song that sounds like Drake did it, but it's Eminem. Now that's stolen. Now, and Drake's not getting paid on that.
Is that copyright?
We don't know. This is uncharted territory. I don't think you could sue.
So where's the law come into this? Like, where is it going to be that it draws this line of law? So this happens to be, you know, I was teeter-tottering on bringing this up because normally I talk about things that are much more present, but this is present. It's just that this doesn't have an ending. Like, I can't, And you know what? It's perfect because it kind of relates to some of the other things. Like last week we were talking about, unfortunately, active shooter situations. There's no ending to that either, unfortunately, right now. So some of these investigates are just so deep that we're going to have number 2 and number 3 on them.
Yeah.
As more information comes out, guys, believe me, I'm going to fill your head with whatever I can to guide you the right way and give you the information. Cher knows AI is definitely something that's going to be here. We just got to figure out where it's going to fit in and not affect humanity to the point where we're in trouble.
You know my co-host on my other podcast, David Brody?
I do.
I could create an artificial intelligence David Brody and make like his hologram and image and make it talk just like David Brody. I can do that.
so
All I have to do
creepy.
is tell ChatGPT to do it, and then it'll happen.
Excuse me.
See?
Excuse me. I have a podcast to do, Cher.
See?
Could you please get me back my co-host?
No,
Look at
he's
this.
mine.
See, I created
Of course you're saying
an AI version of David Brody. He's right
Wait,
here.
is that
I
him?
actually created this.
David, is that you?
Scary created me.
Oh, God help you. If Scary created you, I don't even know what to say. Brody, it's good to see you.
Welcome
It's
to
good to
Speaking
see you.
Volumes, your
Let's-
debut.
Welcome to Speaking Volume.
I've been on this before, haven't I? I'm pretty sure I
Yeah,
have.
in the beginning you
I
were.
gave
At the
relationship
very-
advice for what that's worth.
Oh my God, you were on Speaking Volumes at the very beginning. I think we were still in studio doing this.
Yeah.
Yeah, back in the day, old school.
Back in the day, like when we all actually sat together and like hung out and
Yeah,
like,
remember
you
those
know.
days? Yeah.
Brody.
Yeah. So
you're
anyway,
looking-
it's great to see you.
You
but
AI
let's go. We got to
Brody, you're
record the
looking good.
Got to record. Thank you. Got to record this podcast over here, the Brooklyn Boys.
Yeah, listen. Okay,
Right
you
here.
know what? I got some things to tell the Brooklyn boys. I think I'm gonna have to pop on your little podcast over there and give my.
You know, I would have had you on today, but we're running late. There's no time now. Sorry, you got bumped.
Wait a second. There's no time now because Cher knows and Scary Jones we're doing a podcast.
Yeah, I got to bump you and Matt Damon today. Sorry.
Oh, look at this. Too many people. It's not enough time. I like how this is like a Cher sandwich. Like Cher's in the middle of the two of us right now. You see this?
Yeah.
This is
But
crazy.
how come I look? Wait a second. Why do I look like I'm on this side then? I'm not
Oh,
over
I don't know.
here.
I
Yeah,
have no
Scary.
idea.
It's different.
It's different for
everybody.
everyone.
Oh,
I'm
it
seeing
is?
Cher.
Ooh,
I got
I
Cher
love
in the
the-
middle.
A Cher
Whoever's
sandwich.
the lead person sees themselves,
Yeah.
to the left.
We're
liking
giving
it.
Cher the old Eiffel Tower right now. We're giving her the, fresh off of my trip to Paris.
All right. You know what? That's not very nice.
Or is it the London Bridge?
Sure, I'd like to apologize.
You know, Brody, I can't. I don't know how you do
Are we-
it.
are
If
we
it's gonna
London
be
bridging?
anything,
Are we
it's gonna
London
be me and
bridging?
Cher and not you, Scary.
Let me ask you a question.
I
got
like
a
the way Scary
question.
thinks he would be in on our Eiffel Tower. Like,
Yeah,
who
I-
would invite him in?
Like all of a sudden.
Yeah. Like he's got a shot.
So anyway, we're just wrapping up here. What was that, Cher? Go ahead.
Brody, tell me something that you're going to discuss today. On your,
Well, we're going
on
to
your
talk about what
Brooklyn
happened to me
Boys
at the Chinese
podcast.
restaurant this weekend.
Okay, is it
A couple days ago.
Is it
And-
something where you're complaining?
No, but I got taken advantage of and I turned the tables on them.
You did?
Yeah.
Yes. Always. There's always something.
Always.
So
Yep.
there's like a little catch at the end of these things.
Yes.
I like
And then we're going to
that.
talk about the photographer that offended the pregnant lady.
I'd like to
Oh,
hear
okay.
about
All
that.
right. Look, see, we got some big
is
stuff
this a
coming up on the Brooklyn
personal-
Boys.
Is this a personal story?
No, no one in my life has been pregnant for about 19 years.
Oh,
so
okay.
we're good.
I was just
18
checking. I was
years.
like, did I miss something?
No, and then we're going to talk about all the stuff Scary says is too good for the Speaking Volumes podcast, right, Scary?
Oh.
Wow.
No, I save stuff.
know-
for Speaking Volumes
I was
that
just
I don't
gonna
do
say-
on Brooklyn Boys.
Hold on a second. I happen to think the depth of Speaking Volumes might supersede the depth of Brooklyn Boys. But that's
Oh,
Well,
really?
that's easy. Our podcast has absolutely no depth.
No depth.
Yeah.
There is
I
no
don't
depth.
know. We're not going for the depth thing. Well, we're here.
No.
This is a great promo for both of my podcasts,
I love it.
Speaking Volumes and the Brooklyn Boys podcast. Two Scary Jones podcasts.
Brooklyn Boys and the Speaking Volumes podcast.
I'm Speaking Volumes with Sharon Scary, and then there's Brody with Brooklyn Boys.
With Brody and Scary.
Scary and Brody. No, it's Scary and Brody. But anyway, watch and
I
listen to
love you,
both of them.
Brody.
Love you
All
too,
right,
Sharon.
well, we're going to stay on
you.
because all right,
Sign
we're
me
just going to
out.
we're going to sign you out and then we're going to sign
Yeah.
back in a second.
All right.
How do I kick you out of the room?
Nicely, I hope.
I don't know how to
Be
do
nice
this.
to him.
You know, kick me out of the room the way the women used to kick you out of the room in high school.
Well, that's not nice. Or we could just end it here. It's time. Our time is
No,
up.
I'm just going to hit the leave button. Peace
Oh,
out.
leave.
Oh, see ya.
Just like that.
You're
All right.
so cute. I miss
That's
Brody.
Dave. Yeah, he's great. So, all right. So that's all we got for today.
Looks like you got to go record, Scary.
Yeah, I think I have 2 podcasts in a row here. But yeah, if you don't know what AI is, Google Chat GPT. Google these things about what's coming because it's still over a lot of people's heads. I know there are a lot of people on board with tech, but there's big things coming. We may be replaced by robots one day.
By the way, that was kind of freaky. Imagine if you created another Brody. I don't know if the world can handle 2.
10 years from now, someone might look back at this clip and they'll be like, that's every day. I don't see what he did that was so special. Yeah.
Yeah. Portia will be laughing at us. She'll be like, listen to the 2 of them.
So, yeah. All right. Until next time, folks, we'll see you soon.